Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be playing with some of the items that Craspire.com sent me. So I wanted to show you guys this beautiful paper pack right here that they had sent to me. I did do an unboxing already, and I wanted to show you guys that I just started making card bases. So that way I have them all set ready to go. So it's the card, the envelope, and then I could just go ahead and add whatever sentiment I want. So I could put like a little happy birthday, a happy anniversary, a thank you. So they're going to be all set to go. So I always try to have these kind of dies on hand. So you can see that I could go ahead and just fit right there. And then I could go ahead and send that off. So that's my plan on what to do with the rest of this paper. You could also glue them like back to back like this, and then you'll have a double-sided sheet. So you could use for anything, you know, possibly even a little junk journal. That would be really cute as well. So there's a ton of different ideas. You can make some little tags out of here. And then with my extra piece that I have left over, I want to make a master board. I think a floral master board would be very, very pretty. So I'm going to be saving my scraps for that. So I have a little bit of scraps here and then some of the scrap left over from the cards that I was making. So I'm going to put those aside together so I go ahead and just keep on creating my cards. And then I want to show you guys, I tell you guys all the time, save the packaging. You can definitely use that. So I want to do that with you today, where I'm going to show you, we are going to cut up this packaging, and then what we have left over is going to be oh so pretty. So just trying to line this up, and then hopefully you guys can see right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cut off this top part of the writing. So that I'm going to go ahead and toss. And then see, I end up with this little pattern. So I have a little bit of board on top, a little bit of board on the bottom. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut along the edge right here, about there. So now I have this piece that I can use that has a little lacy bit on the top and the bottom. And then now I have this piece as well that's really pretty. So I could definitely like just glue this on to my master board as well, or just use it as a little trim. Even if I cut like right here along this line, I think would be really pretty to have like a little border trim as well. So yeah, definitely save your packaging. So this was part of the cover of the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and save that to use for something else. And then they sent me these little wax heads right here. So we have the wax seals, and it came with the handles as well. So there's the rose, there's a bunch of floral in here that are very, very pretty. So very springtime. These would be really pretty if you're doing like a spring swap or a floral swap. So tons of really pretty little florals. That cherry blossom is going to be really pretty. And it did come with the case. Oh, look, here's a little clover for St. Patty's Day. It did come with this case. So that was really, really nice to go ahead and have. So I do have my setup back here. I have my spoon right here. So it's starting to melt down. So I can show you guys. I wanted to go ahead and seal an envelope with you guys because I just think it'd be really fun. So when I seal my envelopes, I kind of just press it down and just make sure that crease is nice and creased right there, so this flap will stay down. And then this might be hot enough. Let's see, we could do a gold rose. So hopefully I have enough wax in there. And we're just going to go ahead and pour that over, right over the little edge. And then we're just going to go ahead and make sure you line it up. So there's a top and a bottom to this one. So I'm going to line that up. And then just press. So I hold it down just for a couple seconds so it'll stay in place, and then just let it go. And then you need to let this cool down before you try to rip the wax off, because you don't want it to still be kind of warm and it's not set, and you will damage your image on the bottom. So just give it a little bit of time to go ahead and set. Like right here, I'm just very softly touching out the back of my nail right here, and I can feel that this is already starting to set up. The little wax head itself is still a little bit warm, so just give it a little bit of time. You don't want to rush it. What I do is I'll usually have these projects set up, so I'll usually have my silicone mat, and then I'll have a bunch of these ready to go. So I'll have like 2 of these burners going at the same time, so then that way I could just go ahead and do one, push it off to the side, then I'll get the next one, and then like I said, I usually have 2 of these, so then I'll pour the next one and then have the next stamp ready to go. So then by the time I'm done doing the second one, I can go back to the first one and they are usually done. So you can see that just easily popped off. And then look at our beautiful rose right there. I think it's so gorgeous. I love pressing straight onto paper. Just gives it that like old classic feel. Just absolutely beautiful. And then if you want, I'm going to throw, actually I'm going to throw a couple more little wax in here so that way they can melt while I'm talking to you guys. So I'll do a couple of yellow. So there's still a little bit of gold left in that spoon. Don't be afraid to go ahead and mix your colors. Yeah, I'll go yellow. We'll keep it kind of like in that same little color family. So just go ahead and drop a couple of those in there, like I said, in between working. That way that can get going. And then if you have Sharpies or any kind of permanent marker, you can always go over the image just to make it pop a little bit. Okay, I wasn't thinking too well. This gold on gold, I don't think is going to show up very well on camera. So I'll have to see if I have other colors. So I just did, there's a little ring. This little ring, I just did that little ring in gold. And then I do have my green. So I'm going to do the leaves and the stem in green. Then hopefully I have my red in my cup. So then that way I could do the rose in red. I know some ladies are very, very talented and they can do the multicolored wax. And let me tell you, I tried it twice and I burnt myself and I never tried it again. When I was pouring the wax on top right here to like wipe it off the way I've seen people do it, the wax, when I went like this, it flung over the edge and spilled onto my finger right here both times, and I burnt my finger both times. The second time I actually gave myself a little blister, so never again did I do that. So if you can go ahead and do those multi-layers, oh my gosh, I don't know how you guys do it. I've watched videos on it and I'm just not that talented or that smart apparently, because I burned myself. So yeah, I'm going to stick to using my Sharpies, so it just works for me and I don't have to worry about crying later for burning myself. So there we go. There is my little multicolored wax. So it's probably hard to see, but I did do the little ring, like I said, in that gold, and then the rose and the leaves in the stem. I just used that Sharpie, and I think it's still pretty. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous when you can use your wax, but I still think this came out very, very pretty as well right there. So yeah, Sharpies are my best friend because like I said, I don't want to end up burning myself again. So that's how you use the wax seals right there. You know, take these cards. ATC cards would be really pretty out of here as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to work on that. And then I do have some of their dies that they sent me that I still need to cut up. So I have these dies, and then I do have the ribbon that I wanted to do. Here it is. I want to do a ribbon little snippet, so I'll also be doing that. I'll do that in the next video with you guys. So I'll share those die cuts, and then I'll share on how to make my little snippet, because I've been wanting to do that on camera with you guys anyways. So that's our little quick tutorial for today. A couple of ideas on what to do with the items that you can buy from their website. Like I said, I do have that coupon code VagabondCrafter10 to save you 10% off. And I will definitely leave a link to their website and to these products. And do know that they are overseas, so shipping does take a while. So that's just something to keep in mind. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.